Here, and we're going to talk about college baseball in MLB The Show 20. Hold on a second. There we go. I had to unwound my headset cord. Was hooked on my headset. Wound around my headset. The piece I talk into. Let's go over some scores around the college baseball. Nowhere where it says MLB. Since this is an MLB game, there's no college baseball game. Well, there is, but it has been one since MVP 06 and 07 were the last two college baseball games made. So this is the best you can get for college baseball. Is on the show with the custom franchise. So I know we're starting a little bit late. We're starting late. Let's start from the beginning so that people know what's been going on as far as who's been playing who and all that. Alright, it varies between days as far as how many games are played. So, this is the first day of the season. We got the Tar Heels got the best of the Louisville Cardinals. The Louisville Cardinals got the best of the North Carolina Tar Heels 5-1 in that game. Over to the game out in South Beach in Miami. Miami Hurricanes lost to the Longhorns 5-4. The Seminoles of Florida State got beat by the Virginia Cavaliers 6-3. The Razorbacks got the best of the Bulldogs 5-4. The final score there of Georgia and Arkansas. Then the Florida Gators took the loss in that one against the Commodores of Vanderbilt. Then the SEC battle between the Aggies and the Tigers. Tigers of Auburn won that one against Texas A&M 3-2. Then the Alabama Crimson Tide took care of the Mississippi State Bulldogs 7-1. The LSU Tigers took down the Ole Miss Rebels 9-4 there. The Rice Owls shut out the Indiana Hoosiers 3-0 in that one. Also in a close game out in the Sooner State, it was the Sooners beating the Bears 3-2 in an early Big 12 matchup. And then you have the TCU Horned Frogs taken down by the Texas. They lost to the Texas Tech Raiders 9-8. The Coastal Carolina Chanticleers took down the Michigan Wolverines 6-0 there. Cal State Fullerton lost to Arizona State Sun Devils 9-1. The Oklahoma State Cowboys lost to the Bruins 9-4. And then the Cardinals got beat by the Beavers 7-3. And that's the games from the first day. Now on to the second day. There were not as many games. The Seminoles took down the Cavaliers 8-0. The Bulldogs got beat by the Razorbacks 8-4 in that game between Arkansas and Georgia. Then Alabama took on Mississippi State. Alabama won that one 8-5. Then the Rebels lost to the Tigers 4-3. And then the Rice Owls took down the Hoosiers of Indiana, 5-4 score there. And then it was a close game out west in the desert state of Arizona, between Arizona State Sun Devils and the Cal State Fullerton Titans. Arizona State won that one 7-6. Cardinals took the Beavers took down the Cardinals 1-0 out there in Oregon, and then the Cowboys lost 17-1 to the Bruins. This is going on to day 3 of the season. Louisville took down North Carolina 7-6. Longhorns took down the Miami Hurricanes 3-2. Florida Seminoles took down, the Virginia Cavaliers took down the Seminoles 1-0. The Auburn Tigers took down the Texas A&M Aggies 4-3. Florida Gators took down the Vanderbilt Commodores 3-2. Arkansas Razorbacks took down the Georgia Bulldogs 6-2. Alabama Crimson Tide lost to Mississippi State 6-3. LSU beat Ole Miss 10-9. Rice took down Indiana 4-2. The Chanticleers lost to the Wolverines by a final score of 6-4. The Texas Tech Red Raiders beat the Horned Frogs 4-3. The Sooners beat the Bears 4-3. So that was 2 4-3 games between two Big 12 teams. And then you have just note there are only 30 teams in here because there's 30 MLB teams. You replace it with 30 college teams. Arizona State won that one 10-5 over Cal State Fullerton. The Bruins took down the Cowboys 14-6. The final score there. And so yeah, 14-6 Bruins over the Cowboys in that score. And then the Cardinals took down the Beavers 5-2 in that one there. Then we go to day number 3. Tar Heels of North Carolina took down Louisville 4-1. Miami won that one 3-1 of the Texas Longhorns. The Virginia Cavaliers took down Florida State Seminoles 10-1. The Aggies took down the Auburn Tigers 7-2. The Florida Gators took down the Commodores of Vanderbilt 8-2. Bulldogs took down the Arkansas Razorbacks 5-3. The Hoosiers got beat by the Rice Owls 4-1. The LSU Tigers got won that one at home against Ole Miss. Then Mississippi State takes the win over Alabama 5-0. The Chanticleers got beat by the Michigan Wolverines 4-3. TCU took down Texas Tech, 8-2. The Sooners took down the Bears in a one-run game, 6-5 at home. The Beavers and the Arizona Cardinal. That one was Oregon State 4-3, the final score there. And then the game between Arizona State Sun Devils and the Cal State Fullerton Titans. Arizona State won that one 3-2. Today number 4, and some of these are new series and some of these are I don't know if it's a 4-game series or not, but here we go. Some of these are conference, and some of these are non-conference. Oklahoma State is in the same division with UCLA and Arizona State, even though in real life they're different conferences. They're in the same conference. It's in this particular franchise thing that I'm doing. If you have not seen the who's and where, we'll break it down here in a little bit. The Florida State Seminoles took down the North Carolina Tar Heels 4-0. Miami got beat by Louisville 2-1. TCU took down Virginia 4-3. The Florida Gators took down the Texas A&M Aggies 6-2. The Commodores took down the Auburn Tigers 7-4. Arkansas Razorbacks took down or got beat by the LSU Tigers 5-3. The Bulldogs beat the Bulldogs 6-4. The Chanticleers took down the Owls 9-0. The Wolverines took down the Hoosiers 7-5. The score there. Also, in the state of Texas, you have the Longhorns beating the Baylor Bears 3-2. Texas Tech Raiders beat the Sooners 3-2. Oklahoma State took down Arizona State in that first game of that series 8-4. The final score there. And then the Beavers took down, or the Cal State Fullerton beat Oregon State 6-3, and the Bruins beat the Stanford 7-2. The final score there. Going to day number 4, and for most of these games, it'll be game 2 of the series between these teams. Florida State losing to North Carolina 3-2. Louisville beating Miami 9-3. Virginia beating TCU 6-5. Florida beating Texas A&M 4-2. Arkansas getting beat by LSU 7-6. Georgia beating Mississippi State 5-2. The Alabama Crimson Tides wins 8-7 over Ole Miss. Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina getting beat by the Owls of Rice 7-2. The Michigan Wolverines losing to the Indiana Hoosiers 2-1. The Oklahoma State Cowboys winning over the Arizona State Sun Devils 10-6. The Red Raiders beat the Sooners 12-0. The Bears beat the Longhorns 5-2. The Bruins beat the Stanford Cardinal 4-1. Oregon State loses to Cal State Fullerton 6-3. Then we go to the games from yesterday. Florida State takes down North Carolina 5-0. Louisville takes down Miami 7-1. Virginia takes down TCU 4-1. The Aggies beat the Gators 6-3. The Vanderbilt Commodores take down, or the Auburn Tigers take down Vanderbilt 2-0. LSU beat Arkansas beats LSU 4-0. Georgia beats Mississippi State 5-1. Alabama getting beat by Ole Miss 7-1. The Rice Owls beat the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers 9-3. The Red Raiders losing to the Sooners 3-2. Texas beating the Bears 6-1. The Hoosiers beating the Wolverines 10-8. Oklahoma State beating Arizona State Sun Devils 6-1. The Cardinals beating the UCLA Bruins 3-2. And Cal State Fullerton losing to Oregon State 8-1. Those are the games from yesterday. Now games for today all have gone final. Or almost all have gone final. Today's games have been broken up into two parts. We'll get this part one of the games for a day, ignore the date at the top. Florida State takes down Texas A&M by a final score of 4-2. Virginia Cavaliers lose to the Louisville Cardinals 6-2. Florida beats Vanderbilt 4-1. Mississippi State beats Auburn 4-3. Georgia beats Arkansas 8-5. Alabama loses to the Rebels of Ole Miss 4-2. The Chanticleers got beat by the Michigan Wolverines 8-0. The Sooners got beat by the Hoosiers 2-0. Longhorns got beat by the TCU Horned Frogs 5-2. And Texas Tech beats North Carolina 5-1. Part 2 had not happened. Those are the later. Those are the late afternoon, early evening games. We have Florida State and Vanderbilt, LSU and Ole Miss, Miami and we have Florida and Vanderbilt, Ole Miss and LSU, Miami and Alabama, Rice and Cal State Fullerton, Arizona State and Baylor and Stanford and Oregon State. The one you will see right here on my YouTube channel in just a little bit will be Oklahoma State and UCLA. Oklahoma State is 3-3 going into today's game. Parker Scott will get the start for the... Oh, sorry, not Parker Scott. John Kelly will get the start for the Cowboys. We'll go over the batting order in just a bit for both teams. Let's get the one player I need to get called down and another one called up. Let's see here. He sent him to AAA. Then you need you to MLB. Okay, I need to make him a 40-man, add him to the 40-man. Okay, there you go. Alright, now we're all set. Nick, whatever this, Nick, Nastration, or how you want to say his name, will be the starting pitcher for UCLA. I said it won't be Parker Scott. It'll be John Kelly for Oklahoma State. So enjoy the game, and we'll see you after the game to recap the scoring for this game, plus looking at any other games we may have on my channel today. So see you after the game.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Bruins and the Cowboys. It was an extra long wait for the fans in their new city, but it's finally time for their home opener. Quite an exciting day. Here's Heidi Watney with more.
The fans had to wait just a touch longer than they would have liked with the squad opening the season on the road. But the ribbon has finally been cut here in their new home, and there's a palpable sense of excitement in the locker room as well, with the players and coaches alike eager to get out on the field and start this new era. It is a banner day for this franchise, Matt.
John Kelly gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Stepping into the box, J.T. Schwartz. He will lead this one off today.
J.T. Schwartz.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
First pitch, 135.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Into the box, Jordan Prinz. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Throw won't get him.
Usually he's pretty solid with the glove at third, but I think this time he just rushes a little bit because he wanted to start the double play. So instead of 2 outs, they get none, and we'll see if the guy on the mound can bail them out.
Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. It's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Into the box now, Matt McLean, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Schwartz on second, Prinz at first, 1 gone. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Kyle Cuellar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Comes set, the 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Bruins are out on top 1-0. Nick Nesterov gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Standing in, number 1. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 1.
Now here's the pitch. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game, dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
Stepping in now, Brock Mathis. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Prinz has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Garcia is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 28. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
At the plate, number 15. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The set and the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Nesterov has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Mike Perez. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll make it in safely as he kicks off the second with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
The third baseman.
So striding forward now, Jake Berg. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
A ball and a strike. 1-2 now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, J.T. Schwartz. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. Schwartz ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He'll score easily as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
The center fielder, number 5.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. But that'll be off the right field wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Now batting.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
From the belt, the pitch hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase, and this one bounds around against the wall. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Kyle Cuellar will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. The Bruins on top 5-0. Now to the plate, number 26, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Nolan McLean, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball to second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, number 8. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Batting 9, the right fielder, Max Hewitt.
Now at the plate, Max Hewitt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box, number 1, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Cuellar is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Michael Carlisle.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there. He couldn't make the play on it.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Carlisle isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He scores, and it's now a 6-run lead.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Number 15 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
First offering on its way. Jake Berg is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. Number 26 in foul ground, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. In now, J.T. Schwartz, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hard hit ball to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Jordan Prinz is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2, and he got him. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. The Bruins lead this one 6-0. Into the box now, Brock Mathis, and they are squarely into chip away mode, looking at a 6-0 deficit already in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he popped him up. Berg has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So digging in now, Garcia. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Number 28 is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the 4th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Line drive, base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
To the plate now, Matt McLean hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Mitchell blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate. And they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Stepping in now, Kyle Cuellar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. He waits. Now the pitch. Ground ball right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Parker Scott answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. He's set and the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Fouled away. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The next 0-2. And this one gets away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there. It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
ripped down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And the runner from second is in to score, make it 9-0.
Well, with that base hit, D-Bro, he's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. The only one he needs now is the home run, and he should get another AB in this one.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. People are like to downplay the cycle a little bit. I'm a huge fan of it myself. If he can mix in this homer right here, not only hits for the cycle, but 4 knocks in the game.
Ready on 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hewitt is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready once again, Jake Berg. He flew out in his last at-bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. 0-1 count, here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Perez rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
The first baseman, number 7, J.T. Schwartz.
At the plate, J.T. Schwartz popped him up. Mathis is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Striding in once again, number 15. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 15.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 26. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Barehanded, throw is up the line as it gets away.
Well, I can see what he was thinking. Thought he had a chance to make a play at first, but then he forced the throw, and an error is the result. They got to deal with a runner on second now.
At the plate now, number 8. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runners are at second and third with one down. High in the air out to center field. Mitchell is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And they get the double play at third. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. First offering on its way. Jordan Prince is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Mitchell.
Into the box now, Garrett Mitchell, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Right fielder is on the run, but it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's 1 away now. At the plate, Matt McLean. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. In there, 0-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Into the box, Kyle Cuellar.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
Center fielder on the run. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Max Hewitt. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Number 1.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 1. A hit in 2 tries so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. No runs on 6 hits and 4 errors for these guys so far. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1. Popped him up. Cardenas over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So striding in, Brock Mathis. First offering on its way. No runs on 6 hits and 4 errors for these guys so far. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Brock Mathis has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it, pull it to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. Now batting, Michael Carlisle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. So coming to the plate, Mike Perez, and all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Noah Cardenas is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Standing in now, Jake Berg, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Coming to the plate now, number 28. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Number 28.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Number 15. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Mitchell is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
The batter, number 26.
Digging in and looking for more, number 26. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Runner at first following the error. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Nolan McLean. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 7th inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, J.T. Schwartz. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Here's a chopper to first. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Into the box now, Jordan Prinz. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Hit to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was. Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The batter, number 8.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kyle Cuellar stands in as he looks at a called strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
I'm set with the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 4 hits. No error. Next will be the designated hitter, number 8. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
This is line to left. Cuellar is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, number 1.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 1. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. And good for him. Has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
To the plate now, Brock Mathis. Popped him up. Cardenas over to his right, and that retires the side. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was ready to begin the 8th, and now it'll be the catcher, Noah Cardenas. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Hewitt is there to put it away for route number 1.
Now batting,
Stepping up to the plate, Jake Berg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 15 is there, and he has it for the out.
the first baseman, number 7.
So stepping in, J.T. Schwartz. On the ground to third. And the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time, but came up with nothing but a glove full of dust. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping up now, Garcia. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Garcia has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Mitchell will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Stepping in, number 15. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In the air, down the line in left. Cuellar is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. Stepping into the box, number 26. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. 0-1 the count. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Digging in once again, Garrett Mitchell. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Another 0-2 home. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Right to him. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Striding into the box, Matt McLean. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drives it out to deep right center field. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon. At the plate, Kyle Cuellar.
Wow, you'd think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
Count remains at 0-2. And another foul ball. 1 out and a runner on third. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So coming to the plate, Nolan McLean starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Mitchell is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
At the plate, number 8. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's in.
1 out, nobody on. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Line drive to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting, right fielder, Max.
Digging in the switch hitter, Max Hewitt. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Hit out towards second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
11-1 at the end of this one. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Nick Nesterov takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. John Kelly allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 11 runs on an even 20 hits, 2 errors with 13 runners left on. For the home team, 1 run on 9 hits, and they committed 5 errors in the ballgame. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.